do we say? What do we really say to him, Chuck?
Welcome
to Gaming Pop. We're back. Reviews. We're reviewing Gaming Pop reviews. Well, we're not reviewing. You're reviewing, as we already reviewed, as we're currently, right now, reviewing Welcome to Gaming Pop.
You guys know what he just said.
So, what'd you think of Godzilla? Are we diving right in, or should we do a little intro?
Fuck it. Let's dive in, bro.
Okay.
Let's dive in.
Welcome. We're in. I saw Godzilla last night. When did you watch it?
I saw it on Friday night.
Friday night,
I saw it in the comfort of the cribbo.
Was that nice? The HBO knowing that it was in theaters right away?
Yes, yeah, it was actually a pretty cool experience to watch like a brand new movie that everybody is watching just from your home. I wish I would have seen it in the theater. But I will say having a sound bar, and if you don't own a sound bar, it's
get
like
one. No, it's
you need to get one. Yeah,
because it comes with the bass and everything.
You need to. It makes you.
Yeah.
I felt like it was in a movie theater.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, just with good TV and a sound bar, you're chilling.
Especially because TV audio is never that good.
No,
it's never that good coming straight out of the TV.
But where did you see yours?
I saw it at the theater. Fortunately,
jealous.
Me and Charles had made a plan to go see it together, and then I fell through. And then my parents were like, well, we're going to go see it. And I almost wanted to call Chuck, but it's like a little too late now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I saw it in the theater. It was a very fun experience. Still had to wear a mask. Obviously, I ripped that sucker off as soon as I was in the theater. Got to smack on some popcorn. And you know what's really funny is I've been eating popcorn at home. But the movie theater popcorn is like 3 levels above home popcorn.
Always.
Which is so crazy.
Always.
It's actually very, very good popcorn. And then the experience was nice. It was nice and spaced out. Those luxury chairs. You know what it's like to be in a movie theater. It's just nice to be back.
Was this the first movie you've seen since the pandemic?
Oh yeah, since COVID. Yeah.
That's sick, bro. That's sick.
I don't even know what the last movie was that I saw, but I remember when COVID first started, I was like, "Are we gonna go see a movie or what?"
Yeah.
and then out of nowhere, the movies were gone.
Everything's like, "Bye, dude. Good luck."
Yeah.
Well, that's badass that you went and saw that because Godzilla actually had the highest box office since COVID started.
Well, of course.
So you're a part of that.
Well, the funny thing is that was the only thing to see.
Really?
Everything else was like either a movie that has been out or just like such an obscure movie that you haven't heard about it. So it's just like Godzilla was the only thing to see.
Yeah, that is.
So that's why.
100% that is a movie theater movie. And I think it's dope. It's the fact that it has the biggest ranking in since COVID started so that people are, kind of getting ready to go back and kind of do some normal stuff. So that's a really good sign for all these other movies that are about to come out. Because
definitely think Black Widow will drop and everything that should. Yeah.
There's still some movies to come out. I think Mortal Kombat's supposed to come out next month.
That'll be sick.
And then we'll have the Black Widow. I do think Black Widow is gonna bring a lot of people into the theaters. So we'll see. I'm stoked. I'm excited that you even got to experience that in the theater.
I'm just glad that we got to both kind of like see it from a different point of view where you saw it at home, I saw it at the theater. Yeah. Maybe next time we'll switch roles or whatever, but it's kind of interesting. It's very interesting to know that you could watch it at the same time, which is crazy just to know that the digital age is like that. Because before,
such a trip.
Emperor's New Groove is like, you're only seeing that at the theater, and you'll see it 3 months after it comes out.
Yes,
so
exactly.
it's pretty nice to be able to watch it immediately.
I think that HBO, they did come out and said, so when they started doing this, because everybody's like, dude, you're going to kill the movie theaters, blah, 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 blah. But HBO did say they're only doing this for like a year. Yeah. Just until things
kind of gets things warmed up. I think it's a good warm up too.
It is.
Because you're definitely probably sitting there like, man, I really wish I was in the theater right now.
Hell yeah.
Watching that, yeah.
Hell yeah. When, we're going to get into our thoughts and all that stuff, but I will say when there were so many awesome moments in that movie, but I will say when the Mecha Godzilla came out, I was just like, God, I wish I was in a movie theater right now. Like that part,
that's funny.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, dude, this is just nuts. But I did have a really good experience when I watched it at home. The lights were off, couch was comfy, the sound bar was going, nice little TV. And yeah, it was an incredible viewing. I had the whole family there, and we were just posted out. I ain't gonna lie, I smoked a little bit. I don't even smoke trees. I don't even smoke trees, but I smoked a little bit, bro. And I was just like,
Chuck's getting himself in trouble.
That shit was crazy. All right, but yeah, good ass time.
You know what's funny is I'm glad that you enjoyed watching it at home because I personally would have preferred to have watched it at home.
Really?
Yeah. To me, it was like I told you last week. It was one of those mindless, numb, pointless violence kind of movies. And it goes even back to what I was saying with the whole not predictive programming, but the like weird stuff that they put, like the weird stuff they put in movies.
Yeah.
The inner core thing is super weird. Especially, I'm watching that movie and I'm like, didn't they teach us that inside the Earth there's a core of liquid magma? There's just lava in the center of the Earth.
Yeah.
So where's all this shit come from? That's literally all I could think that entire time. And then I'm like, okay, so if they're gonna show us this, and we're gonna do the journey to the center of the Earth from Antarctica. Now, my conspiracy theorist homies know that flat Earth. They say that it's encompassed by Antarctica. So when you look at the map, so when you have a globe, it technically, like, the map opens at the poles almost. So it's kind of like rolling it out like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So Antarctica is just like all the way around. Is what they say.
I see it. Okay.
So by them going through the tunnel into Antarctica and all that stuff, to me it was like, okay, so they're trying to tell us stuff that nobody can even go to Antarctica unless you're like some super scientist. So they're like literally just trying to show you the secrets of the Earth that is in a movie. So homies go, oh no, it's just a movie.
Nah,
Wasn't that such a trippy part?
Yes, it really was. And we talk about all the underlining tones in movies and TV shows. We have those conversations on camera and off camera. And it's like, I was watching that motherfucker too, and I was just like, what are you trying to tell us, man? Like, I'm trying to pick out little things, and I'm like, I definitely want to rewatch it because I know there's some stuff in there too that I'm like, So, yeah. What did you think about how that shit looked?
Okay, so actually, I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was a cool movie, but it was exactly like kind of what I predicted. Just it was a predictable movie. Yeah. Visually, it was cool. I liked the graphics. I like that CGI has definitely come a long way.
Huge.
It's definitely a long way, but at the end of the day, it's a movie where CGI dudes just throw each other around with no real consequence or anything. The whole city gets destroyed and nobody there's thousands of people dead. No one even says that. It's just like, he's going to hurt people. We got to stop him. Hurt people? Don't you mean kill people?
Like kill people and all that. Dude, that movie, one of the best like looking movies I've seen in a long time.
No, the creatures look great.
That everything looked so good.
I like that you could see like details of scars and scratches and stuff. Yeah, that was good.
I was like shocked at how good everything looked, bro. I'm just like, oh my god! Like even the city that they were in, Kong and Godzilla were fighting with all the neons and stuff. And I was like, bro, this looks so damn good. Like what a good job. And I can tell. I feel like that movie benefited from COVID. Like I feel like it benefited from that extra time, bro. Because that just like, well, we got nothing better else to do than to work on this movie a little bit more. So let's just polish it up. And you could tell. You could see it. They put a lot of work into that movie. It looked beautiful.
Well, and I also think because it's kind of like a debut movie, it really is currently like the only and brand newest movie for anyone and everyone to go. Like I said, you go to the theater and there really isn't anything else. I was like looking down the hallway and all that I could see was like private room. Yeah. Because that's how the theaters are doing. So it was literally just the one Godzilla movie and all the others. But I kind of want to get into what actually happened in this movie just a little bit so we don't have to spoil it for everyone because it did just come out. But like I told you yesterday, or not yesterday, the last time we talked about Godzilla, I knew Godzilla would win. And you can, sorry to spoil that, Godzilla won with no effort on his part, at least from what I saw. The only time he got messed up was by the robot. King Kong did nothing to him.
I saw a tweet, Alana Pierce tweeted, and she said something. She was like, if you think an oversized gorilla would take down a radioactive giant lizard, she's like, don't even like talk to me. Like like it's just a big ass ape going against this radioactive huge.
It's the truth. Lizard, it literally is the truth. Like, homie barely got by every time.
Every time, man. It was some fucking awesome. It was awesome.
The boat part. I was
awesome.
I thought the boat part was very predictable because when he woke up with the chains on him, I'm like, that boat's gonna flip and he's gonna be stuck to the boat. Why else would they have chained him to the boat? And when the boat flips, I'm like, told you. There's a whole bunch of I told yous happened to me in that movie.
I need to rewatch it. I still remember a lot, but I just want to rewatch it. It was the action.
It was cool.
The action and everything, dude, was
cool,
top notch. That was the movie we've needed for a long time,
for a good minute now.
When you say like we've had no movies throughout basically this pandemic, like any major blockbuster movies, this was a great damn movie to bring it back. And they're gonna start hitting it. Like there's a lot of movies that are about to come out, and I'm stoked. This movie, dude, I really liked it. I did enjoy it a lot. Yeah, Kong, I'm like, he got his sword
axe.
What's weird? Yeah,
where did that axe come from? Why was it just sitting there waiting for him perfectly
the whole time? There was nowhere near Skull Island. Yeah, which is also
his home. He was on Skull Island, which was technically his home, but technically his home is under the earth with all the other King Kongs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, that was a Skull Island thing, bro. I'm like,
I didn't even watch Skull Island.
Is this his home? Because in Skull Island, they show him being at Skull Island. There is none of that top stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, did y'all just, because you did that portal thing, you guys maybe did something to the gravity and now he's all above too? Because I'm like, on Skull Island, that was his home and there was none of that shit in the air. But I was like, I don't know. It was interesting. I really liked it. Fucking, I want to see. I don't know what they're gonna do next.
I wonder
what do you do next. What do you do next?
I think you just stop it for a few years and then reboot it the next time. The one part that I wanted to touch on really quickly with the whole conspiracy thing, I completely forgot about it. Yeah. The very opening scene when he's like waking up doing his whole thing, and then he throws the spike at the dome. When that happened, I literally. Okay, here's the other thing. This isn't even conspiracy. This is just my own personal like enjoyment of that movie. When they said Apex, every single time they said Apex, you know what I thought of. Apex Legends. And then I thought, well, this clearly is like, since it's so futuristic or whatever, this is clearly like the part in between Titanfall and Apex or something like that. It had to be some part in between because all the technologies was kind of lining up, especially that dome. When he broke the dome, I literally was like, that is literally just like that scene in Titanfall 2 when you're fighting the robots in the little dome area.
Yeah.
Literally the exact same as that part.
Bro. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was the exact same as that part. And then they bring out like a medical drone and it looks just like Lifeline's robot. There was a lot of technology that looked like the exact same.
It was,
Even the little ships kind of were like, okay, I can see that in the Titanfall Apex world. Honestly, I thought those two were very similar.
Try to bridge that gap, little crossover.
Just because they kept saying Apex is the only reason that I have that tie.
Mecha Godzilla was, my motherfucker was sick, bro.
That was interesting.
Oh crap, dude! When he had the whole laser, because this shit was like lasers. It wasn't radioactive. That shit was like red laser. And
extra
I'm like,
hot.
Kong can't beat up Godzilla, but he could beat up Mechagodzilla. He could beat up Mechagodzilla. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
He only beat him because he got the charge of Godzilla's fire breath on the axe.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, it just didn't make sense. But
you know what else is funny about this movie? How come we haven't talked about the story of the people at all?
What people?
The homies that were in the movie. What people?
The people.
Actual people.
I'm like,
they had Paperboy in there. They had
Paperboy.
They had Stranger Things.
Yeah, Bobby,
something like
Millie,
that.
Bobby, Millie. I don't know.
I just think those movies are funny because you watch those and there's no real plot. There's no real. It's really just an excuse for them to throw CGI monsters because none of those characters like grew at all. Like no character development. It was straight up like. I was watching it and I kept thinking, man, this is like Pokemon Snap. They're in their little ship following the monsters around, just taking their little pictures.
Yeah.
Especially at the end when Homegirl is like trying to fly away and they pass by Godzilla's mouth. I literally was like, dude, this is Pokemon Go right now.
The human character, so Millie's character and the dad. Millie's character and the dad, they were actually in
the one before.
They were in King of Monsters or whatever.
Godzilla King of Monsters. They were in that one, which I didn't see that.
It was cool that they brought him over. Even in that movie, clearly they didn't have that much character development. But I will say, those characters I think have had like the best character scenes since Skull Island. Skull Island, they actually had some good character scenes in that one. the Godzilla movies though.
You've been keeping up with all of these, like Godzilla and Kongs?
Yeah,
because I've only this is like probably the only one I've watched since like I told you last time, the Jack Black King Kong.
Oh God!
And that's probably not even in the same realm.
Yeah. Damn. As far as the MonsterVerse, so this is the fourth movie because you have the first Godzilla, then you have Skull Island, then you have King of Monsters, and then you have this one.
Okay.
The first Godzilla. Good thing you didn't watch that one because he literally had like fucking 5 minutes of screen time at the end of the movie.
And it was just homies talking the whole time?
Yeah.
The one with Bryan Cranston?
Bryan Cranston. Okay. Bryan Cranston dies in the first fucking 5 minutes. So they try to hype him up like he was going to be something. No. So that one, you didn't miss out on much just because 5 minutes, everybody was pissed about that one.
Yeah, I believe
That's why King of Monsters, they just fucking threw everything, bro. Ghidorah, fucking all these monsters. They're like, here, just have it all.
Yeah.
I thought that movie, I like that movie. I don't, like with me, I like all this fucking spectacle CGI shit. I'm just like, dude, I like just, these type of movies are the turn off your brain, dumbass movies, and they're just super cool.
That's the point of a good movie.
They are super cool, and I'm with it. Skull Island, also pretty sick. I don't know, there's some of the military stuff was a little bit too much in Skull Island, but as far as the King Kong shit in Skull Island was sick. He was sick. He was fighting fucking all types of monsters in Skull Island. So that one was cool. And then this one, I think this is the best movie out of all of them, just because you get both of them. So you get both of them fighting, two of the apexes of the world fighting. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I really did like it. I don't know what they're going to do next because, like you said, they don't talk about... They say that they make Mechagodzilla to help control...
our Godzilla.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like... So... You're going to make this one... Obviously, these are a bad corporation. You're a bad guy, right? We get it. But it's like... Okay,
we're going to use good cause, though.
Good cause or whatever. But it's like you just helped destroy that city, too.
Yep.
So it's like, even if you're trying to do all this... how are you helping any cause?
Yeah.
That's something that totally needs to be answered if they do make a next one, because they straight up, you kill people, bro. Godzilla is walking in this city, bro. You are stomping on how many people did you just kill?
They didn't say. They show like one small scene where there's people running away, and that's about it.
That's it. And it's just like, it's gonna, in the next one or something, they're gonna be like, we gotta know they're big monsters, they gotta fight or something.
Act.
Yeah, you know, and like, it's just, that was a lot, because they destroyed that fucking city.
Just wait, King Kong, Civil War.
Yeah. We
can't be letting these robots get out there without uncontrol.
Like, we're going to try to, some Sokovia records or something, try to make them sign some papers or something. All right, so look, we're going to let you be big
like
and
the
all
robot.
that.
We like him.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, so it seems like you liked it.
I did and I didn't like it. To be completely honest, I like the mindless numbness, but at the same time, it's like, I like the mindless with a mix of like, hey, let's actually put a story in here.
Yeah.
So with the people portion, it's kind of like, I didn't see a lot of development. There's not even like a love interest. It's literally just like I said, it literally to me was like a Pokemon Snap. You just get in the cart, follow them along, and just go on the adventure. Especially because the humans can't do jack schmidt to any of them.
Not at all.
They can throw as many missiles at those dudes that they want. Every time they do, the dude goes, "What was that?
Yeah.
Did you just shoot me with something? I'm working on this guy. I'll get to you in a second."
Right back.
Yeah, that's the only thing that humans can do. So I don't know. But as far as the Godzilla, the whatever, are we doing the rating now?
Yeah.
Okay. As far as the movie, I personally will give it a 6. Actually, I'm gonna give it a 5.6.
A 5.6.
5.6 because it's kind of a little bit of both worlds.
A 5.6.
It's not bad. You'll probably like it if you want to turn off your brain. But as far as like I said, the movie writing element kind of stuff is not really there.
I feel you. I hear it.
And it's predictable. Those are my 3 things.
I hear it. I'm gonna give it an 8.
I knew you were
I'm gonna give it an 8.
You're gonna give it high.
I'm gonna give it an 8. I really enjoyed the fight scenes. The CGI was fucking incredible. This is the fucking nerd, the little kid in me that's just like, how fucking cool is this? You know, I felt like that's how I felt when I was just like, this is so cool. Like I had popcorn too. We made popcorn and shit too at the house. I'm just like, just like. Whoa.
I think I would have liked the one that you were talking about, the one with Godzilla fighting all the other ones. I don't remember the name.
Yeah, I think I would monsters.
I think I would like that one because it literally is just straight. That's what I've always liked is Godzilla fighting other actual monsters. Yeah. So when they like try to, like I said, when they try to tie in the people and stuff, it's almost like it's about monsters just kind of destroying the city and people just going, what are we gonna do?
Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil that for you, but for the people who've seen King of Monsters, the fucking human story in that one is like stupid.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
I would believe it.
Like it's so bad to where if you watched it and you think about this little people story. I'm not trying to say that it's good. It's at the end of the day, we just care about the CGI monsters fighting each other.
Yeah.
So the human story in this one, it's like compared to what they tried to do in the last one, it's like thank you. Just keep these characters trying to do little something. Clearly, they're not going to do anything because. They're not.
They're just to unravel the corporation.
There's some corporation stuff. But in that last one, bro, stupid.
Yeah.
I'll just say one of the main characters, one of the main human characters, she essentially woke them up on purpose and just caused all the havoc. So it's like she was trying to help, but it's like, bitch, you just woke up all these monsters who are just destroying everything. So you're the person to blame, even though you're here trying to help. It's like, what are you even doing? Like, now Godzilla has to fight 3 of these motherfuckers. Thanks to you.
I think my final point with this movie is it's kind of like, to me, it's like watching Batman versus Superman. Like, you really want Batman to win, but you know Superman is That's how I felt about that movie.
That's what, okay, so I do see what you're saying, where it's like the predictive, you're like, I know it's going to happen. Like, he's not going to win. But, for sure. Okay, 5.6. I give it an 8. What did you guys think about it?
And one question I wanted to think of. When I watch those movies, I always wonder why they put those actors in there, the whole storyline of people and all that, and it almost kind of like we're saying is useless. Why don't they ever just get like a game developing studio to just make the movie just straight CGI? Why wouldn't they just make a whole CGI thing of that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like animated?
Yeah, even an animated, just do like a voice actor or something. Yeah. You know, make that a big motion picture. I don't get why animated things are such like a hard market to hit.
A hard sell for sure. Yeah. Little tangent we're about to hit is because you talk about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. One of the critically acclaimed, fucking Golden Globe winning, Oscar winning, fucking crazy movie. This is like that might be the best Spider-Man movie ever. When you really, it's just like. Everybody who watched that was like, that movie was fucking awesome. Incredible. Good story. Beautiful animation. Good character building. All types of stuff. It was really good. And it's like, that's one of the lowest ranking Spider-Man movies ever. And it's just like, are y'all not, you just don't like this animated shit? Like, what's up? Like, is it, she's like, what is wrong with animated stuff? You know?
It's just such a, I think it's just because of like Western media culture where it's like, literally any adult that sees a cartoon is going to go, that's a kid's show. Yeah. It's like, dude, there's blood and gore on this screen. You're telling me this is a kid's show right now? I think that's the big difference there. But like I was saying, I just think it would be interesting if they literally had like the God of War team just make the whole movie the best graphics they possibly can attain, and then that's that.
That'd be nuts.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm seeing what you're saying. Like if you just crafted that in one of those worlds and told that type of story, that'd be fucking nuts to see that play out. Like essentially you're watching it, because there is people who watch video games.
Exactly.
Like they'll watch somebody else play a whole story game.
Exactly.
And it's just like, if you did do that within that,
it would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty nuts.
It would be pretty cool. And I think it would be a good movie just to be like, you already know the movie is 98% CGI, so why not just put that last 10% as a full CGI and get all the actors that you're talking about and just have them be voice actors. Then you're saving a little bit of money on top of the whole situation. I don't know. That's just what I've always thought with those movies.
No, bro, that's a really good idea. I've never heard that before. Like, that's a really good idea, actually.
I don't know. Some people, like I said, some people don't like anime.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's your question. Do you like anime? Why or why not? And then Charles had a different question.
Just what did you guys think about it? What did you guys think about it, and what would you rate it? You got our rating, so let us know.
What'd you think of Winter Soldier? We just watched a little bit of it.
Time to get into this Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I am liking the direction. I liked it ever since that second episode where that rivalry is starting to brew up. I really like that, and I think with this episode, it even just like cemented that rivalry.
Just with the new Cap?
Yeah, I just like the fact that they're making it so that way the audience almost can't like this dude, the Captain America guy. Yeah. Because the first scene of him, I hate what he says. He literally says, "All right, don't let them delete, shred, or even breathe." And it's like, I hear "don't let them breathe," and I just think, just some dude who's coming in there to dictate, no press, and just be like, put his will on other people. Don't let them breathe?
Yeah.
I can't breathe?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get on that, but I'm just saying.
He's
a bit.
In that, I think that was one of the first scenes of that. It started out with
like a commercial of the post Flash people, not Flash. Blip.
When he told the homeboy where he was like, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am? And I was like, oh shit. I was like, I like that. I did like that because that's like, you're not Cap, bro.
Yeah.
You don't deserve it. You've been through some stuff. Like, you are a soldier. You're a soldier. You're not Cap. You don't have the heart he has. You are a soldier. So when you get disrespect, you're probably just gonna kill somebody.
Exactly.
These are foreign people. You don't even care.
Yep.
So you're just gonna kill them if they did that.
Or not.
If you didn't have that suit on, you're either beating that dude to death, you're beating him half to death, or it's like you're just killing him. So to see that part, I was like, ooh, I like that.
No, not only that, him saying, "Do you know who I am?" is like it's like your homie at work going, "I'm the manager. Listen to me."
Yeah.
It's like, dude, no.
Yeah, no.
Go back to your room, man. I'm chilling out here.
Even the homie was like, "I do know who you are. I don't care."
Exactly.
I don't care.
You're not Captain America. I feel like that's the biggest thing with this season is everyone knows that dude is not Cap.
Hell no.
What else happened? Oh, they busted out Zemo. I thought that was... Sorry to spoil it again. This is a spoiler show. We'll put that at the front.
Hell yeah. This is a spoiler show.
But no, they busted out Zemo. I thought was cool. Pretty interesting way to do that. Yeah. I didn't realize until watching it that Zemo and Homie had such a close connection from... Was it before Civil War? Or I guess in that time realm because Zemo was controlling the Winter Soldier. That was right before Civil War, huh?
It was... Oh yeah, Winter Soldier. Soldier.
That is Civil War. Yeah, Winter Soldier, Civil War.
So Captain America, no, because it's Captain America, Winter Soldier.
No, it's Civil War is the one where they find out. It starts with the Sokovia effect, and then halfway through they find out that Zemo is the one, or that Winter Soldier is the one who killed Tony Stark's parents. And that's when it becomes the whole redemption story for Tony Stark instead of it staying on the Sokovian effect. And then that's the one where he finds out that Homie killed his parents. And I think Zemo was controlling him the whole time in that movie because he gets the book at the beginning of it. Figures that we're talking about the same movie.
So Zemo, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Like Zemo.
You're not liking him?
I like Zemo. He's actually a good breath of air in this show to have another character. But I just don't like how Marvel is getting to a point to where they're kind of just like... They're getting to a point to where the writing is kind of just like, we're just going to do it and you guys are just going to... You're not going to think about it. You're not going to question it. We're going to throw it at you and you're just going to... Don't think about it. Don't question it.
It's not even that they won't think about it. It's that they just throw it out there and throw as many like loose references just to let homies go out there and theorize. Oh, do you see the stripe on his shoulder? That means he's going to be part of episode whatever from the comic book number 7.
I'm just like the whole breaking Zemo out, right? This dude is a straight up one of the Avengers villains. It's not just a normal Spider-Man villain. Like, you're an Avengers villain, and he actually succeeded at what he wanted to do. He broke them up. He broke them up and they almost killed each other. So he did what he needed to do. And it's just like, we're just going to break them out. It's cool. And then it's like, Sam is like, no, you can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. Here comes fucking Zemo walking in and it's just like, what? You're going to jail. Blah, 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 blah. And then, well, you stuck your neck out for me, so can you just do this for me this one time? It's like, all right, man. What the fuck? Like, really? Really? We're just going to, you just went from, what are you, like, no. Are you, like, what? And then it's like, all right, man, we'll hang out with you. Like, what the no, dude.
All right, let me explain what's going on here, Charles. You clearly don't see what's going on here. They need
info from him.
Not only do they need info from Zemo, but just based off of that episode, they literally generally need Zemo because he's the one who knows where the serum is coming from. He's the one who somehow has got some wealthy connections. Apparently he's rich.
Yeah, he's from a rich-ass family.
And not only that, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's like, he's kind of important. Just him breaking out, I think it's going to build more towards it, because especially that part when he busts out his mask and he like blows up the pipe or whatever.
Yeah.
That whole scene was just like, okay, we needed this dude.
No, he's sick. Of course, like, you need him. Of course, I get it. It's just where I'm saying, like, Marvel is just doing shit, and it's just like, you're going to take it. You're not going to question it. Because realistically, if that was Captain America, he'd just be like, bruh, we're not breaking Zemo out. Like, are you crazy? No. Okay. We're not doing that.
Here's the point I was going to make with that. For one, the Winter Soldier really doesn't have any gripes with him. He's like upset that the homie like mind controlled him, but at the end of the movie, he really wasn't after that dude. He was only there to like stop the whole Winter Soldier, more soldiers coming out there.
Zemo doesn't like the super soldier serum. He doesn't like superheroes. That's his whole thing. I don't like superheroes. I don't like this. I get it. Cool. Not a bad guy. You're also the cause of so many people's deaths. But
through the Winter Soldier.
Okay, Zemo is out, right?
Okay, we'll stop talking about him.
Zemo's out. When they get into the plane, I don't like. All right, yeah. So I don't like that shit.
No, I agree.
I'm like, how many times? Like, they said it twice in this episode within a 5-minute span.
I don't remember it.
When they were in the plane, they were talking about Marvin Gaye or something, and he's like, yeah, it really captures. Zemo's like, it really captures the Black American experience.
Yeah, and he said that.
Yeah, and then Falcon's even like, he was like, you're out of line for what you just said, but like, continue. And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why?
Have you seen Atlanta?
Yeah.
It reminds me of the part where homie goes to the dude's house and he's like a complete African kind of, like he loves African culture. Yeah.
It
reminds me of that dude.
Weird.
If you look closely in his office, he's got the album. The album.
Awaken My Lover or whatever? Yeah.
I thought that was a cool little detail. But yeah, I agree with you on the whole racism thing. It's definitely become like kind of a thing, even to where they're just like pointing it out just to point it out. You're black, I'm white. Kind of almost literally how it's kind of going. I see exactly what you're saying.
And I was like, and so when they're getting the different characters to go into the city, he's like, man, I look like a pimp, and he's like, only a Black American or African American from America would think that, or something like that.
That is not what he said.
He says it's like, you're like, only an American would think a high fashion black man is a pimp. That's what he said. Which, I mean, it's kind of like,
definitely kind of true.
It's definitely true. It's kind of like you look great, you're fine. Like, don't think you look like a pimp type thing. Which I was like, cool. But I was like, do we have to keep bringing race? Like,
really?
Enough. I was like, I'm cool.
No, and every time you say the race thing, it immediately just takes me back to the bank scene, because it's like, that's literally so far the underlying thing of this show is. Yeah. Well, you're black, so you can't be Captain America.
And I'm like, all right, cool. I was not cool, but I'm just like, more of that shit. I don't need it, but thank you, I guess. Now, when they get into this city, so I think it's called Matropor is what the city is called, which is like,
where the Carter chick is living.
Yeah, where Sharon's at, and this is like a kind of a villain city, like a lot of the like criminals, that type of city. It's like a criminal city, and all that.
Like a Bangkok.
Like a bank. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, which is cool. I was like, this is all cool. Now, one of my big gripes with it that I was watching. How does nobody in here know that you are Falcon? I'm like, this is what I was saying.
That is so annoying about this show. No one ever knows. He's always got to introduce himself. Yeah.
Bro, this is what I was saying about how Marvel, at this point, they just write stuff and they say, you're going to take it.
Okay.
You don't question it, just watch it. This is where I'm like, you mean to tell me Zemo is in here with the Winter Soldier? The Winter Soldier, Bucky, Falcon says it in the show. He says, when he's talking to Sharon, he's like, all right, I got him pardoned, and he's like killed all these people. Of course I can get you pardoned. So that has to be public knowledge to people. This dude used to be old serial killer. So it has to be public knowledge that Bucky, the Winter Soldier, is good now. His brain is good. He can't be controlled. That has to be public knowledge.
Well, it's public knowledge enough for Zemo to even say when he first meets him, "Oh, I heard you were new. I was just testing out the old ways."
Yep, exactly. So I'm like, you're telling me you're just going to walk in here with all these people who are assassins when they get the thing. So these are like high-level assassins, people who know who you are. They instantly knew who you are when you walked out of there. So now it's like you're trying to be undercover and nobody notices you? And we're just supposed to accept that?
Apparently there's some king that looks... Yeah, there's some king that looks just like you.
I'm like, bruh, here. That part really, I was just like, bruh, it just made no sense to me. And this is like, how much have you seen of John Wick? I don't want to how much have you seen of it? Do you understand the world at all?
I saw it. I might have finished the first one.
Yeah.
The last thing I do remember was John Wick had pretty much like killed everybody up to like the kid who had fucked with them.
Okay, yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Do you remember with that movie? Do you remember like just that world of like assassins?
Yeah. Like he gets to the club and they have the coins and the systems and the rules. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you understand that world of John Wick. With this is definitely they definitely took inspiration from John Wick with this. As far as the motorcycles when they were pulling up, that's some John Wicky stuff. The colors, John Wicky stuff. Wiki. So I got very John Wick vibes, and then especially when all the phones hit and they were like kill them, they put out a hit for him. That's 100% John Wick stuff, and I'm just like, so these are high level assassins that live in this city. Nobody fucking knew that was Falcon, and nobody knew that was Winter Soldier. It can't be controlled anymore. It's bullshit. It's Marvel just writing shit and saying, eat it. That's it. We're going to feed you it, and you're going to eat it, and you're not going to question it. And that's where I'm like, me being a Marvel fan who's been watching these movies since day one, I'm going to pick this apart. You're not going to tell me nobody knew who they were.
Yeah.
And just act like that.
Even that scene.
I just didn't like that. No. I didn't like that.
Especially, yeah. Who
you know
doesn't? Homie might have been gone for 5 years, but it's like, even that should have some sort of relevance. Homie was gone for 5 years. They came back, and they all destroyed Thanos together.
They had the epic battle. Yeah.
At least that should be in the news.
You heard about the epic battle. Like,
exactly.
You know what happened to Captain America.
That's why we're back?
Died. Yeah, in Spider-Man in not Far From Home. I think it is Far From Home.
Yeah, that's
it's like you see him with the murals and all that. It's like people know what happened at that battle. So it's like I really didn't like that.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I really didn't like that. I was like, come on, bro. Like,
it's
really?
like he's almost like a football player.
Yeah,
literally, like he's coming out of the he's famous, but he's like only football famous.
Yeah. So that was definitely my biggest gripe of that episode, for sure. My biggest gripes. Now Sharon, I really liked her. I really liked her introduction. She's a good character.
She's cool.
Seeing her again was pretty cool. And yeah, just like Zemo, because Zemo is a fresh breath of air. She's the same way. Like that is a breath of fresh air. I liked what she added to the show. Back to this John Wicky stuff when they were at the crates and she was like, I'll watch out for you guys. Didn't really like that fighting too much just because because I've seen John Wick and I know they're trying to, like I said, they took inspiration from those fucking movie series. And I can tell they're doing John Wicky stuff, but I'm like, y'all are doing it PG-13. Don't try to do John Wick and do it PG-13. You can't do that. When Winter Soldier threw the thing in the chick's arm, I'm like, well, that's almost as bad as just not killing the person. Come on, dude, just kill the person.
No.
And then Sharon is like doing some crazy like do and all this stuff, and I'm like, you're not showing the bullets, you're not showing the blood, and that's where the PG-13 stuff. I was like, y'all are trying to take inspiration from John Wick, but if you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah.
Show me everything. I don't want to see this PG-13 John Wick shit. I want to see the real shit.
And that's one of those like they're just putting in the henchman in there just to rush the next scene.
Yeah.
Because they clearly don't want the super soldier dude, serum dude, to survive because then he'd get more information. So it's like, well, we got to press the situation. Now all of a sudden they're fighting. And it's like, wouldn't it have made more sense for homie to like push a button or something like, oh shit, these guys are here. And they have like something under the table where they show them slide the button. Because those dudes literally, to my knowledge, just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, for sure.
She's just like,
I'm gonna be lookout.
Yeah,
out of nowhere,
look out for what?
Yeah, for what? Why?
Why are we already on the? Was this right after the club scene?
No, it happened in the morning.
Yeah, this is before the club scene. So like homies are just in town and are already just drawing attention.
Yeah.
I get that might have been homies like security compound. Maybe you had those dudes, but at least show us that. Like set up some sort of like, why are those dudes here?
For sure, because 100%. Because it came out of nowhere. There's like just bodies out of nowhere.
Yep.
You didn't see them walk in. You didn't see no people when you drive in. So 100%, they definitely should have done something with that instead of just having them pop up. Like, who are you guys? Like, who are you? You know. But so Zemo kills the dude, which makes sense because he doesn't like the super soldier.
Well, not only that, I'm pretty sure he killed him because he didn't want whatever information to get out. I feel like he definitely still has some secrets. Zemo has like a real Loki kind of vibe to me this show, because he's helping, but he's definitely withholding a lot.
With the mask thing, even the mask thing, when he went in the car and he was like went to grab it, it was like, and he put it. It's like, why'd you put it on? Why did he put it? It was a cool scene. It was cool.
I didn't get that either.
It was cool, but it was like, you look sick with your mask on. But I was like, why'd you put it on just to do that? I was like, do you want to feel alive again? I don't know. I don't get it. But
no, it's definitely interesting. I was wondering why he had a mask, or if it's just part of his character because of the comic book.
Yeah, in the comic book. Yeah, the comic books, that is his look. That mask is Zemo. That's what he didn't wear that in the Civil War.
Not at all.
He didn't wear that mask.
He didn't have a personality in the way that he did. I feel like in Civil War, he's definitely like a different character now.
That's where people always say Marvel's villains are just ass. Yeah, because there's not much to them. And then speaking about this, I'll bring up Zemo in that movie because you don't see the mask at all, and he's kind of just like doing little shit, and it's kind of reminding me of the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. Like he's supposed to be a huge Iron Man character or villain. And you faked out and just, dude, this other dude, and the Mandarin's an actor.
You don't know how big of a letdown that was for me.
That made that movie be like, went instantly down on my list.
Obviously there's the animated series. I got the DVD disc at one point, and I think it's only got like 2 seasons on there. And the main dude he fights is the Mandarin in all of that. And they do like some of the coolest stuff. The Mandarin gets all his rings. Iron Man and him go out and fight, and then when he loses his 10 rings. Yeah. And the show, like basically from then on, like the post-credit scenes of each of those episodes is him like finding the rings. And so you're like, okay, he's slowly coming back.
Okay.
And then they finally have another showdown. And so to having watched all of that to go into Iron Man 3 and then him just be a joke, I was like, I can't watch this.
So you watched that shit before that movie?
Yeah, I watched that. That was forever before Iron Man 3.
Oh my. Now that disappointment.
I
was disappointed without me even knowing any of that, so I can't even imagine
a completely fleshed out character who like has a good motive, who really is just a core villain. Yeah, and then they show him, I'm Trevor, man. I was just here to play the role. Yeah. Which so it was definitely cool. Definitely was cool on the one side of the AIM dude because it was like a mask and a cover. Yeah. But they could have used anyone else.
Yeah, for sure.
They literally could have used anybody else.
That's a main Iron Man villain.
Exactly.
You did not need to waste that like that. And now they're trying to correct it with Shang-Chi and the 10 rings.
But it's not Iron Man.
That's Iron Man's and now he's dead, clearly.
Yeah.
So, like...
Either we're bringing him back or something better better just roll off the tongue with that one.
You're going to bring back his main villain, one of his main villains, just for him not even to be in the universe anymore to fight him? Like, what? Come on now.
Complete garb.
So the way that they ended it, Sharon is definitely a little fishy.
Yeah, they're saying that I've heard rumors that she's either working for Zemo or the Taskmaster. That's what I've heard.
Ooh, the Taskmaster. Ooh,
not Taskmaster. I'm sorry.
The broker.
Power broker.
Power broker.
I'm pretty sure Taskmaster is going to be in Black Widow.
The Taskmaster, now watching this and stuff and knowing that it came out before Black Widow, this is making it seem like maybe Taskmaster has some of that serum, and that's why. So clearly he's super smart because he can copy people's move sets and things like that. So maybe he does have some super serum, maybe one of those people.
Well, I also like the direction they're going now where it's like all the villains are actually like people.
Yeah.
Like with Far From Home, it was really cool to see how the bad guy was just a regular dude who got wronged and just turned on his superpowers.
Yeah.
Kind of like Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, until it got stupid. But, you know. Yeah. It's kind of cool how homies just... It's nice when homies want revenge and it's like a real dude rather than it being a Thanos who's just coming out of the galaxy, you know? Where even what was the other character that they had? Dang it, I literally just had his name in my head. Anyway, it's just cool to see like real live characters who don't have superpowers able to go toe-to-toe with these homies who do have superpowers.
Yeah, straight. So, facts. You
know what I'm saying? Do you... Like a Lex Luthor.
Yeah, like, Do you think that... Sam gets super serum at the end of the show?
I don't know, but I low-key feel like he kind of doesn't need it, but that also is probably because of his suit. So I don't know.
I'm sure we both don't know this, but I was gonna ask if does he have super serum in the comics at all?
I wouldn't know, but I mean, like I said, they're kind of rocking it as well as they are already.
No, I only say that just because if he is going to be the new Cap, you're going to need to do Cap shit, and you're going to need to be a super soldier.
Which makes me feel like he might not even be it. He might just train Bucky to do it. I don't know. I don't know how the comic books go, but I think it would make sense for it to just be Bucky.
Because he's already a super soldier. That would make sense. And he does have more attachment to it. He's just as old as Cap and all that other stuff. It's like, yeah, just let him be it, and then you... do the thing, but I still in the comics he becomes Cap, and I think that's the route they're going. Is they do want him to be Cap because Steve gave it to him. But then again, I guess Sam could be like, "Well, I'm giving it to you."
We'll see. Know? Yeah, we'll see.
Interesting. Just a little theorize. But
well, do we want to do a point system for this episode or a review?
Yeah,
a rating.
Yeah, we could rate the episode.
All right. Well then. Just because of how this conversation has gone, it definitely has lowered my rating. How interesting that is. I would say before our chat, I would have said like 9-ish area. Yeah. But now I'm definitely gonna go ahead and knock that on down to a 7.6.
Sick, bro. Sick. I'm like, I don't know. I'm. That's why I was excited to come in here and talk to you about it. Just because I just didn't like all the shit. So I'm stoked that you heard me and you were like, nah, you were kind of hitting some stuff. So
no, you're definitely right.
Knock it down a little bit.
You're definitely right. Yeah. There's some weird stuff. The only reason that I have been liking this show is just because I like the comics and the Spider-Man or not the Spider-Man, but the superhero who's just kind of like fighting the average odds.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's kind of nice about this show is because Sam's a regular dude. Yeah, he's got the super soldier on his side or winter soldier on his side, but yet they're still taking on normal tasks.
Yeah.
It's just like that friendly neighborhood Spider-Man kind of thing. That's why I said Spider-Man, where it's like I'm fighting a dude who's a regular dude at the end of the day, but he's crazy. He's just another Joker, you know? Doesn't have superpowers, but is enough to fuck with me.
Yes, yeah.
I keep saying the same thing. Yeah. I like that kind of character.
No, for sure, of course.
That's why I like this show. I'm really excited to see Loki, which we didn't even talk about, which we can talk about next time because you haven't even seen that trailer.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. We'll definitely touch on that next. But before we log off of this,
what is your review?
The Wakanda chick, real quick.
Oh,
we didn't mention the Wakanda chick, bro.
See, I like that scene, but like I told you when we were watching it, I personally think, how crazy would it be if Chadwick Boseman was still alive? Yeah. I think it would be a whole different show right now. Be a completely different movie, be a completely different vibe if Chadwick was alive.
Wow.
Because that scene, I mean, we can't say for sure he would be in that scene. Yeah. We can't say for sure, but how crazy would it have been?
Well, bro, Jort, this is not to say this is the reason why. Just real quick, because I want to add on to that too. But they did delay this show. This show was supposed to be the first show out, then WandaVision. So they delayed it for a reason, which means they had to do some reshoots or something, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck if he was it?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we
can't use this now.
We can't do it. No, so we need to go back and reshoot all this.
Yep.
What if, bruh?
My honest thought when I saw that chick was like, okay, we got a female Black Panther now. Like, that would be pretty cool. I wouldn't argue with that.
There's definitely some rumblings of
who's going to be the Black Panther.
Who's going to be it.
I heard M'Baku is like one of the...
Either M'Baku, some people are saying Shuri, but she's small. She's young, small, and not saying she can't play. She is small to be that character. So yeah, M'Baku is definitely the one that people are saying, but I just don't know, bro.
All right, enough. What's your rating of this episode?
I'm gonna give it I'll give it a 6.5.
6.5? I like that. Yeah. So your homework for the next review show is Invincible. We've loosely talked about this show, new Amazon show. I think it's on episode 3 or 4. Yeah. Kind of like a dark DC meets, indie comic books. So it's heroes you've never heard of doing some cool stuff. So I want to see what you think of that. Okay. And then I also want you to watch the Loki trailer. Mm-hmm. I've already seen it, but I'll rewatch all this stuff with you, and we'll come and talk about all that together.
Sweet. Yeah. So next week you're looking at my thoughts on Invincible, and then we're gonna get your thoughts on the brand new episode of Invincible, and then we'll touch on Falcon. Yep. And the Winter Soldier.
Yep. All right. Keeping it the same.
Yeah, dude. And then the Loki trailer. So
thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. Camera cut out.
Didn't have to admit that, but yeah.
Yeah, camera cut out on us.
We have some technical difficulties.
A little audio, but
hope you enjoyed the footage that we've put up. Hopefully it's something good. I don't know what we put up just yet.
Yep. Well, we're going to piece it together for you and put it out. And we hope you enjoyed the review.
Don't forget, season finale is this week. We haven't really talked about it. We'll probably make a whole other separate thing for it, but don't forget. Episode 10, season finale.
Yeah. This review is probably going to get uploaded around Wednesday or Thursday. Mm-hmm. So the live episode will be airing on Saturday.
Saturdays when we're doing it.
We don't have the exact time yet, but we will be putting out some other little content letting you all know. Okay. So if you're hearing this now or in the past, season finale, motherfucker.
Well, thanks again for tuning in.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys.
Pop.